Thank you for tuning in to the show. Of course, ad-free versions of this episode and all our episodes are available on our Patreon for just $1 a month. That kind of thing means the world, and it helps us keep the lights on. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Do all that good algorithm stuff. And without further ado, let's get on with today's episode. Let's do that thing where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm the Dungeon Master going around the table, starting with Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, and I play Calypso Lovelace, the half-elf bard.
And the leader of Group Invasion. Just want to throw that out there. All decision-making goes through Kelsey. I don't think we've made that clear, but that is how it's done.
All blanket-related decision.
All blanket related.
Yep. I'm the one who put that on the table.
I forgot it was your idea. You're all like,
we
really?
should probably go back and get
plan.
that blanket, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I should release that behind-the-scenes footage.
I'm James. I play Dagon, the Eladrin Endurant.
And Valerie.
Hello, I'm Valerie, and I play... Well, I was going to say Elena. Woof. I play Matilda, the human rogue. Thanks.
And Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael, and I play Fenris, the human warlock charlatan.
And of course, last, and certainly not least, is Ian.
Ian here. I play the Thaden Endurant.
Well, I do have to congratulate you guys. You had a plan. You followed through. It went flawlessly, and you got all your stuff back. Now, some people, I think, the cynical...
Oh, we did leave behind. There was one thing that he couldn't get.
The journal.
Yes, yeah, but that's okay. Hey, look.
I just remembered
that was for G to get.
Well,
The
it's
memoir.
not okay for one person, but we'll get there.
Right. And I mean, like, yes. Okay, you didn't wrap everything up in a nice, neat bow, but you did get all of your possessions that you're going to need as an adventurer. Yes, it's important to chronicle your thoughts. there's other pieces of paper in the city. We can use those for now. And we'll come back around. I'm sure you guys will see this big burly bandit leader one more time at least, you know? But for now, you guys ran away like a bunch of frat kids in an 80s movie where the dean shouts at them and stuff. Like, you got out of town. Well, not literally, but you got out of that vicinity. And all your stuff is back. So you got your armor, you got your -1 old cloak from an alley, but that's okay. All your weapons and everything on your person. So we have re-outfitted you. You're good to go. Now, I feel like after I don't want to miss the initial like Michael meeting up with everybody again. So what does your character do? Like, they obviously can see you because you're holding all the stuff and you travel past, but like you all meet up again and like, what's the initial, like, you're the conquering hero. How do you present this?
Sure. So I'm still invisible and it's just floating. And I say, you guys obviously see that. And I go, I don't know if I was able to get anything. And then I appear. And then I'm like, just kidding.
Well, the bag was not invisible.
I know. I was being
That was the joke.
Okay, I got it. Sorry.
Dad's all in character, by the way. All of that.
Matilda didn't like the joke.
That's okay. Not everyone likes your jokes.
The Calypso card looks like back like at the noises of absolute chaos coming from the bar. And just, I must admit, I'm impressed.
Thanks. I hope to hear that more often. But we should probably go a little further away in case those people decide to take that out here and notice that something might or might not be missing.
Great! To the guard station. Right, guys?
Yeah, and I start like opening as we work, and I try to open some of the bag and be like, so what part of this is yours, Dagon? I just want to make sure that people get the right stuff back. As I smirk as we walk off together.
This was Dagon's bag, though, right?
I don't remember if it was like a collection of stuff in a big bag or if it was just his bag. Or if it was
This was like this is the man. This is the bandit sack.
Mhm.
Okay, so Dagon's bag would be inside.
Yeah. It's just all the stuff is kind of dumped in. Like,
Okay.
It's them kind of, yeah. It's like a group of assholes that mug tourists. And at the end of the day, they look through all the wallets that they found. It's like, neat. Like, you know.
Okay. Well, I think Dagon would go up and he would snatch his bag out of the bandit bag. Maybe make eye contact with Fenris, and that's like his thank you. And then walk ahead wherever they're going, and he's going to be rifling through that bag, making sure everything's there.
I smirk and I'll actually say, you're welcome. And still keep smiling.
I want one of you to give me a flat D20, please. Because I have a few things queued up, and I want to see which one of these happened first. So, I think the leader of Group Invasion should roll this D20.
You like being leader?
Oh, good.
A respectable number.
It's a 2. That is a solid. It is an even number. It's
It's more than one.
Accurate.
It's not the
double than
loneliest number. Yeah.
It is not. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Something is happening around you, and I'm going to give one of you one chance to spot it. So, who has the best perception?
Not me.
+6.
That sounds good.
Where is... Well, I have +6 as well.
Perception +0.
Me too.
That sounds more like it.
Well, you know what? Val, Kelsey just rolled. Give me a perception check.
Sounds good.
Good stuff. Good
I'm
stuff.
on a roll tonight. Oof.
Historically good
Okay.
number for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. So that's a 1, total of 7. It's a good modifier. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Matilda's going to get this vague sense that, like, she's being watched.
Matilda roll?
Oh, I thought Val rolled. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was
did too.
gonna.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Well,
But the one's funnier, so.
yeah,
No,
that's
but-
true.
But
Kelsey, you're trending down. We want to go up. So, okay. My apologies.
Jason said for both of us to roll. That's what I want.
I did not. I said you just rolled.
Oh.
Val. But that's okay. No, that's that drive a leader has. Like, I'll
I
take
didn't
care of
mean-
it.
Take initiative.
No,
It's
that's
okay.
good.
It's
That's
okay.
a good
We'll be
thing.
fine.
I swore I heard you said both of you do it. I'm so sorry, Valerie.
No, it's good.
This
It's
is
good.
the least big deal of any big deals in history. It's fine.
Look, being a leader means
so-
hearing what you want to hear.
That's
Yes.
true.
That's management right there. You've done it.
Yeah.
As long as you give everybody a pizza party, you're fine. Like, you're fine. So Calypso's going to get this vague sense that they're being watched. Like, just kind of like at first it's probably like, it's like, oh man, did those bandits find out that was us somehow? Or they but you just kind of looking around, you don't see anything, and it goes away eventually, but just a vague sense that's like,
Calypso assumes it's the robots.
probably not wrong.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, I feel like in Brightport, it's not like an uncommon feeling these days. It's just like, yeah, probably one of those creepy looking robots that's skulking
Yeah.
around watching people.
It's probably why
We'll
this
get to
feels like a
those.
really good win, because things have been rough.
Yeah, Brightport's going through a lot right now. There's a mayoral election coming up, and you guys may have a part to play in all that. I know our listeners will, but
No, we're not, because we're going to be too busy actually investigating the mansion.
Yeah.
that would be nice.
We have Scooby-Doo
You're
stuff
still
to do.
registered to vote. Yeah, you're still registered to vote in Brightport. You can mail in your ballot. It's fine, but you still, it's important.
I just got here. How long does the registration take?
How long do you resident?
Oh man, now, you
even
won't be able
from
to
here.
do this election. You will be able to vote in the next one, though. That's
Dang
I know. So we're going back to Gal and Dad, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a D6 from each one of you, please?
Ooh.
Lots of rolls tonight.
A D6.
Ooh.
A single D6.
Okay, it's still a 6. I was like, can it change to a 4?
No. The physics don't count after the first. Like, it's
Ooh.
fine.
Who has the sparkle dice? Those are beautiful.
Ooh.
Nobody?
So
I don't
has
know
that?
what they've all disappeared. I forgot everything.
Yeah, I know.
This is fine.
I have the ice
that's
dice.
pretty. Oh. So James is our winner by rolling a 1. You guys are going to be walking back to the guard outpost here, and you're probably like 3/4 of the way there, and Dagon is just going to get struck. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
I'm sorry. This is just.
Poor
He just got
Dagon.
his
This poor little boy.
He just get-
By what? Like a cart or something?
Yes, just a bus, just like that. No. It's going to make sense in a second.
All right.
Oh, God.
How do I do that again? Right on.
If you just click on the word Constitution,
Oh.
and it'll ask you if it's a check or a save.
Ah,
Oh, cool.
normal.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, come on. You were supposed to.
Oh, it's a -1.
Ooh, forgot you have a -1. Okay, that's fine.
Almost a 17. Come on.
It was. Now that's a 6 total. So,
I'm dead.
no. So you guys are good. You're kind of walking yellow brick road style, I imagine, right? You're kind of saying it's big wide streets where you are, because obviously where the guards are posted, it's larger streets. When you get to the smaller, darker alleys, that's when you got to worry. So something's gonna hit Dagon right in the chest, like boom, and he's gonna fall back. And falling right next to them is this young halfling woman. And instantly it's like, oh my God, I am so sorry, sugar. Like she's getting up. She's so embarrassed. Like she's turning like red faced right now.
Dagon like wheezing, gasping for breath.
Your chest is concave now. I'm so sorry.
Pull out inhaler.
She's gonna reach and like grab Dagon's arm with like both hands and just start like wrenching him up.
Yeah. Okay. He's just gonna be like, unhand me, you wretch. It's like, honestly, what is wrong with this dreadful city?
She's so like she. Do you stand up at least? Just like let her hand go. And,
yeah.
Okay. So
I don't think he can stop her like physically.
Probably not.
You do not. She's got a little strength to it. Like she's got like she lifts. So she doesn't miss a beat. It's like, you're right. My gods, I am so sorry, pumpkin. I'm just, and like she's brushing you off, trying to. It's like I got your fancy duds all schmutzy here. I never do this. I always look where I'm going, but for some reason I am just, I'm a little lucky, I guess, to be running into such a handsome young thing. But again, I am so sorry. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Honestly, there are 5 of us here and you didn't see one?
Well, it was just the one I ran into. I was rounding the corner. Again, you know what? I'm going to make it up to you. Where are you folks heading? I'll buy you a drink. I didn't run into the 4 of you. I ran into him, so I'm buying him a drink. But, like, you guys can come, too.
Are you? I was going to ask if he's old enough to drink, but then I realized Brightport probably doesn't have a drinking age. So,
If you're old enough to be brave enough to order a drink in one of the taverns, you're old enough to drink. You look like you drink something fancy, like wine. Do you want some wine, sugar?
Is she getting is she getting all handsy? Is she like trying to
exactly
pick something off?
Ropey, just like
pick something off of him, or like steal his wallet again?
That's a little like Calypso was assuming. Like they're just like grinning at all this. They're just like, oh, he's getting robbed again.
Grifted left and right.
Yeah.
Like, she seems okay. If so, she's really good because she seems genuinely embarrassed and like. Aside from the arm grabby thing, it's all open hand stuff. It's like, oh, I got your cravat all dusty. Like it's, like that kind of thing. Just kind of like dusting him off. It's a little clumsy. Like, I imagine he just wears suede. I don't know why. Like that's what I picture.
Me too. Right? If that's the same. Yeah.
It's just dressed like Austin Powers.
Like crushed velvet, right?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna like pat himself down too, though, just to be like, what do you do? Like, did you take something? Because he's been rooting through his bag, up until he got hit, and he knows he's missing something. So he might be a little extra cautious right now. He's not going to say anything because it's embarrassed. Well, he'd be embarrassed about what it is, not what it is, but what's in it. Anyway. He wants to divert this as quickly as possible.
That's a great roll. That's a crit on my part.
Oh, I was just looking at the dice.
No, it's fine.
That was cool.
Everything's fine. She slits your throat right in the middle.
Oh my God, Jason! I believed you.
You're so good at doing that in like a flat, like the same tone.
She's messing with your cravat and you're dead.
Yeah, just like, oh, I got y'all.
Dig on man
I'm
of
an
mystery.
assassin. Like,
Now I just picture him dressed like Austin Powers. So.
I can't
your new
not
character.
see it. Like,
There we go. Yes.
oh man. So she's gonna notice that you're kind of like patting yourself down. I think that like I didn't take a rocket scientist that you were pretty terse, let's say, a little curt.
Yeah.
And now she's gonna kind of like reach up and put a hand on your arm, kind of like, it's like, sweetie, I didn't take nothing from you. I wouldn't do anything like that. Now, all I'm trying to do is just give you a little hospitality. Welcome to the city. I knocked you down. That is my fault. I want to buy you a drink. All your friends can come too. Come on.
Are you quite all right? You seem to be going somewhere in a bit of a hurry.
Well, technically I'm late for work, but I don't want to go to work. So this is a great excuse. I was going to quit today anyway, so it's fine. Just very like blank face, like no reaction. It's like, yeah, I was going to quit.
Well, I suppose that's fair. We're unfortunately, well, I guess we never really set an appointment, but probably late to the meeting of our own that we, well, honestly don't want to do, but need to get over with at least.
I think
If you're happy to accompany us on a quick trip down to the guard station, and then we could find somewhere to grab a drink or something, if that's still what you want.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Any place but the House of Waffles. That's where I've been working. We're catering a wedding today. I didn't feel like doing that, so I'm just going to quit. There's always a fist fight at those things. So if you want to go anywhere but there, I'll come. Name's Tanny, by the way.
Tanny?
Reach out.
at all.
NNY?
NNY.
Can I make an insight check?
On Tanny alone or just her?
No, on Tanny. Oh,
Okay.
no, not on, like, the name. Like, I think she's
Okay.
lying about her name.
No, it's just the spelling. It's just one N. I'm sorry.
No, I don't, she creeps me out.
Oh, she's been nothing but polite to you.
Yeah, but it's Brightport.
Yeah, that's
fair.
the problem.
It's like, that's the problem.
This is
Normal.
Huh, no knife? What's your angle?
12. She, like, okay, with a 12, I think you still get that, like something's off about you, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that you're nice. But like nothing that she's saying comes off as like an outright deception or like she's trying to trick you or anything like that. And if anything, it does seem like she was ready and she was down to quit a job today. Like that part does seem, it's like, okay, I believe that.
Do I know her at all, or she's just an like?
Do you mean would she travel in your circles?
Exactly. Does she have a side?
No.
yeah.
No.
I figured she doesn't travel in my circles, or else Jason would have mentioned that.
I mean, she's nice.
Yeah.
Does she go to the library?
Well, okay. So
Maybe not your library.
yeah, there's other libraries. But no, she doesn't go to the library all that often. She's more of a get out and like do stuff kind of person, not read about stuff.
Well, my name is Calypso. It's nice to meet you, and they just kind of like gesture at the rest of the group, like, if you guys want to introduce yourselves.
wave.
This is
As soon as you wave, she's going to get a good look at you. It's like,
Oh,
"Ooh, I
right.
like your spooky energy.
Mhm. I nod.
Like,
I
right
nod
away.
real spookily.
Which one of y'all smells like jizz?
I straight up do like a real quick check. Just a quick check.
I hope she isn't secretly evil, because I love her.
She's just very like, let's cut through it. Not in a mean way, just kind of like, let's go. I'm busy. Like, I have things to quit. I don't have time to play.
Oh, I like her.
So I can't help but notice I didn't get your name there, handsome. Looking straight at Dagon.
And he'll just straighten out his cravat and his man of mystery suit.
His big fucking mail sign medallion that he's got.
And he'll smile with his crooked, rotten teeth. And Dagon Arkanscape of Odyssea.
She's like, she's like kind of like, this is the first time she's like kind of reacting like silently. Usually she says something and then like, you know, it's like, oh my jeez. You're an Eladrin?
I am.
Oh man, well, okay, I am lucky because it's not every day a girl runs into an Eladrin, and you're one of the real ones, right?
Well, I should say so.
She's
Not a knockoff carny over on a call.
I don't know if I'm offended or not.
yeah.
Carney. What?
I don't know where that
now
came from.
y'all gotta let up. You know what? I'm gonna buy everyone here a drink. Let's do what you got to do. Get all your errands run. You got to get eggs and milk. Well, I don't know what you got to do. I'm gonna follow you, and you and I are gonna talk all about your town, sugar, because I want to know every detail.
I think I'm good on eggs.
I think he's actually excited about this because he gets to brag about his hometown.
It's his
and-
favorite subject.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Talk about himself.
it is the most important thing on the planet.
Well,
Well,
That is the
How
quickest
much
way to
time do you
Dagon is to
have?
talk about Dagon.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So yeah, she has literally dropped everything, and she is just like, well, I'm doing this now, and by this, hopefully Dagon, but like she is very focused.
He's a child! Sorry,
Okay.
I just have a lot of feelings about it.
Well,
She's okay.
Have you established what is the age of consent in Theria?
Doesn't matter.
no.
He's fucking 16. Doesn't matter.
But it's
Okay, okay,
it's
hold
a
up.
fantasy world.
It's a fantasy world. Okay, look.
And
let's-
there's
Look, I'm not
there are
saying
some states
that, like,
in the U.S. where the age of consent is 16.
election is probably difficult to judge the age of. I'm not like judging her at the moment, but I just want to know like how old is she? Like so we
I
can.
did say she was a young woman. I think we should roll for it.
That,
and I
that
think
means a lot of different things.
It
Like
does,
people
it
say,
does.
like,
I agree. I think what we should do is roll 4d6. I'm going to roll 4d6 and add those up. And
Jason, that's
whatever
a
it is,
dangerous game.
I know.
I just wanna know,
I'm really.
like,
This is what I'm doing. I am
Just give
loading
me,
a
like,
revolver with
4.
one bullet.
Okay,
Yeah,
but she
no,
has to be old enough to work. So you should have. There should be some. There should
right?
be some numbers you get that are automatically discluded.
Like I just
Like
want to know if
minimum
we should
16.
like tell her that Dagon is a child or not. Like is it feeling
How
like
about
like
this?
He doesn't
How about
want
this?
you to
The
say that.
youngest she could be. The youngest she could be is 16. How about that?
It doesn't matter. He's engaged.
Yeah.
Well, not
look,
engaged.
okay,
He's-
this isn't even about you. Okay, this is so
this
not
is
about you, Rich.
This is
It's for the fan fiction.
just about letting
right.
her know the person she's flirting with is too young. Like that's a polite thing to do. It's
Oh,
just
God. Did I say 46? I said 46. Yes. Okay, here we go.
36 drop the lowest.
Oh, she's young.
Okay,
9
16.
years
She's 16.
old!
That's what it was gonna. Okay,
Times
9
2 is
was
18.
what came up.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's fine. She's 16 years old. I said she's a young woman. I stand by that. And everything's kosher. Don't cancel us. So,
Well.
God damn it, I know my time has come.
so we have another teenager on the party. Is that what you're saying?
She didn't join any party. She's just
Well,
hanging out.
I meant the temporary like.
Oh,
group
she's
of
joining
people
the
that we-
party.
Isn't
When's the
it
last
late
time we
at
had an
night?
NPC on our party? Come on.
Like, what's she doing out? Well, I guess she was going to
Doing
work.
a job. She said that she had a job.
I stand in the middle to make enough room for Jesus.
Good. So here's the thing. Okay, we don't bat an eye when a 9-year-old kills someone on this show because murder's fine. It's the sexual chemistry we have a problem with because it's weird in our world. But again,
because like it's more likely to happen than seeing a 9-year-old stab someone.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing.
I don't
It's
know.
like,
In America, I don't know.
We're also jumping to conclusions here. Maybe she's just solely interested in learning about Eladrin and Elysia.
Maybe she's into geography.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My thing is she's been nothing but nice to you, and this is why you guys have a hard time making friends. So just
yeah, but also her being a teenager makes a lot more sense about her being like genuinely like interested and not like, why are you being so nice and like interested in strangers in Brightport? It's like, okay, no, this makes a lot more sense. So
we've
cool.
established this isn't like a weird cougar teacher thing going after
Predatory.
Dagon. Like she's yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. And now I just sound like I'm making excuses, but all the races kind of age differently, and it's just not everyone's human. Neither of these guys are human. So anyway, she's going to follow you. That's the important thing. She's going to be staring at his butt the entire time.
I have this like cannon in my head.
I don't think there's much to look at. I'm going to be honest.
Hold on, that's not fair. Like, let Dagon roll for booty. On a scale of 1 to 10, what are you rocking?
Oh, man.
Roll a Constitution saving throw for booty.
How many
What's your cake
C's?
situation?
Yeah, how many C's on
Yeah.
that thickness?
It's a 4. All right. So you got like average white dude butt.
He could do some
Yeah.
squats for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like adult Dagon was like doing a lot of like walking and wandering while doing the breeding thing. So he's probably like got it up there, but like maybe Dagon hasn't put in the work yet. You gotta, you can get up in there. Like
That's fair.
like there's potential, but we'll have to see which path he ends up taking in life.
I think we rolled Masoka as being. There was a butt roll from Ahsoka, right?
There was.
Yeah.
He probably
Why
gets
this
his
is the
butt.
thing with all
He
your
gets his butt
characters.
from his mother. We'll just say
That's, you know what? That's oddly
And
hot.
now we know what Dagon's proclivities are.
This is a very horny show. Let's keep going, guys. Jeez. So back to the guard station. And Gallaudet will probably spot you. He's given some orders to some people, and then he's going to spot you and probably make eye contact with Dagon first. It's like, oh shit. Okay, so he's gonna
hide the parchment.
He's gonna move on over. Like, how'd it go? What did you have information for me so we can get going on this? So he's under the impression that he's going to have to mobilize some people to go get stuff back.
Also, should I roll to see if I know him or from the whole firebrand thing? Is it a D20 or?
Yeah, just give me a flat D20.
Cool.
No,
6. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. That Calypso is very happy to not participate.
So there have been.
But does he know you?
Well, a lot of people know Calypso. They're kind of a little bit of a celebrity. This is fine.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. So, to put it mildly, Firebrand didn't quite work out. And we lost a mayor. We lost our head of the guard. We lost half a city, but mostly just the poor people. So it's fine. And everything's kind of in a rebuilding phase right now. This town's flooded with robots, keeping an eye on stuff. There's just, but Calypso might have an in with the guy who runs the robots. So who knows? We'll see.
That's an interesting way to put that. But okay.
It's not completely untrue. But yeah, no, he's like, okay, what information do you have? Because he's in a let's get this sorted. He's showing off the effectiveness of big government. He's like, hey, we're going to get it done. We have the resources and the manpower. Let's do it to impress this Eladrin.
Is he talking to me or Matilda or Dagon or just because I don't remember?
All of us, I think. But
Yeah, probably you, but like obviously, like Calypso's new. It's like Calypso is like
also Tanny's here.
and Tanny. Like Tanny's kind of in the background, like kind of like standing behind Dagon a little bit.
Oh, and the Thaden.
And the Thaden, yeah. So I think mostly he's kind of focused, got a little bit of like blinders on. It's like, okay, can we get, and then he's going to kind of like take in the crew. It's like, who are all these other people? Like he's going to be whispering that to Fenris probably.
So I've got some good info, some interesting info, and just other info. So Spiky guy was actually involved in the fight, like on our side, not against us, but he also doesn't have a mouth. It's like a board that he writes on. So he may help you in maybe drawing them. But either way, the other lady, the taller one, was the one that we talked about before, that Matilda, which you don't need to have her shoot me with a crossbow anymore. We brought her.
Oh, yeah.
And that's good. A little tangent. We did kind of sort of run into the guys that took our stuff. And by run into, I mean like found, kind of got the stuff back. There was this other thing that I think belongs to the Eladrin that they were kind of laughing about and jesting with that might still be worth and might be good for the rep because I know you, man. But they're over at the Rusty Nipple. Like right now, there's a whole fight going on. They might still be there and they might be weakened and you might be able to fix a disorderly conduct bar and get the guys in one fell swoop.
Did you start a bar fight?
Oh, of course not. No, I only returned the items that were taken from us, and they got into a fight with another guy because of their eggs.
It's the Rusty Nipple. There's usually a fight going on there.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you. Yeah, we'll send some people over right away. That's actually great. Thank you. And he's kind of like baking it up a little bit. It's like, yeah, we'll apprehend those perpetrators right now, and kind of showing off for Dagon a little bit. Come here a second. And he's gonna like pull Fenris aside. Okay. I'm I'm working on a thing.
Oh.
And thanks for the tip about the bandits. I'll send guys over right now. That's fantastic. But we actually have delegates coming in from Onakal. And I think that could cause friction if you know who, and he's kind of like gesturing over to like Dagon, is still in the city. Is there any way you could take him on a field trip? Get him away. Get him...
I glance over, see Dagon, see the girl we ran into. No. There seems to be a way to distract his attention. Apparently you just have to talk about him. Maybe this crew here we can find like something. There's maybe something that I think we could probably, we'll talk it over. Like we're gonna go get something to eat. You should definitely get some rest. And I like wink at him, but I think I can maybe find a way. And I'll talk to the group and try to find a way without letting anyone know about this potential conflict.
I honestly can't believe that you're being this agreeable. Usually to be honest, you're a pain in my ass, but thank you. I'll tell you what, if you do this for me, I'll give you 100 gold out of my personal account. Just get this done.
Whoa.
Take a vacation. Just go. That's how much this means to me.
So I'm going to put my arm on his shoulder and I'm going to say, don't worry about the gold. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Just know that a favor may come or I might need you in the future in case other incidents occur and I need someone to call on, or, you know, and rather root for you than a metallic man I can't reason with.
I'm going to use a reference right now from Game of Thrones, and I need you all to not giggle, but I can't help but feel I'm getting little fingered right now.
I was gonna say, I'm sort of getting some chemistry between the two of them. Like, either they have or they mightn't fuck. Like,
I mean, who knows? Oh man, it's like it's that positive negative thing. Like, it's, you know.
Well, they won't.
But yeah, he's gonna get ready and get people. It's like, okay, I need you here to go. So like 4 or 5 guys are gonna take off like running down the street, and they're gonna try and grab these guys in the act, and that could be a pretty big win, actually. But obviously, we'll catch up on that later. Are you guys grabbing a bite to eat?
yeah, I suppose so. Like seeing like the guards run off to go do their thing. Clip's just kind of like, well, so there was, I suppose not no real reason for us to come down here, but mission solved. Are we good to go? Can I leave? Are we going to get something to eat?
I write on my board meal, and I put it in Calypso's face. Underline it.
Just right in their face.
Yeah.
Food, yes.
Tap it.
What? So okay, we could do one of two things. I can give you guys a few options, and you can grab a bite to eat, and we'll just kind of, or we can roll to see, you know, just whatever hole in the wall place you end up, like we'll just roll for quality.
I figured ask Tanny because she seems like she might know the area well, or Fenris.
So, okay, there is kind of almost a Hooters of Theria in a way. That just ride with me, not so the place is called Supple Cups, and it is
where do you come up with these names?
I honestly, I'm just pushing the line tonight. I literally just thought of it now, and I'm like, fuck it, let's go. So I'm just seeing how far I can push this tonight. So it's basically just regular restaurant, but just a lot of corsets. That's all it is. So this place is really well known for its wings, like great wings, and half-price drinks during happy hour. So,
and happy birthday songs.
And happy birthday songs. Yeah, that's, but not the happy birthday songs. That shit'll cost me. So,
we're gonna send Dagon into culture shock.
I didn't even think about that, but this is great. Now we have to do it. Okay, so yeah, Tanny's right at home in this place. Like, absolutely loves this place, and is kind of
oh, she knows the staff.
Probably, yeah. Like she just like, it's one of those, like, it's just really comfortable, like that. It's just one of those. It's like, yeah, they got great music, that type of thing. So like, she's kind of like not pulling on Dagon, but like kind of like grabbing his arm, almost like arm in arm type of thing. And it's like, so okay, tell me everything about Odysseia. I have never been there. I'm from Whitehedge originally, but I have always meant to travel down south. You know, once the city was rebuilt and everything, because before it's just nothing.
I think you'd be like, well, first of all, we don't particularly like being touched.
And she's okay, huh? She's, again, not really going to miss a beat. and she's gonna like Pulp's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Am I making you uncomfortable? But like she's still kind of like she pulls away, but then puts a hand on your shoulder because like that's like she's still kind of a touchy person. So it's like, I'm so sorry.
He's gonna move her hand and be like, uncomfortable. Yes. This touchy, it's just not something I'm accustomed to. I'd be more than happy to tell you about Odysseia and myself. But in a more less casual manner.
I hear you. It 100%, amigo. I understand. And she's gonna like fold her hands and like put them on, because it's like a little bench basically. Like you guys are eating it like lunchtime recess type of thing. They got this set up. It's real cash. So she's making a show of like keeping her hands to herself. It's like I'm sorry. It's kind of a nervous habit when I'm around someone I think is cute. So I just kind of like I gotta kind of keep myself to myself. I understand. But I think you'd loosen up just a little bit if we get some drinks for the table, and then we can take the evening from there, and you can tell me all about you. I imagine you're some sort of dignitary or on official business in the city, something like that. It is very important to know she's not asking, she is ordering drinks. Like this is happening. Like,
I'm making a point to sit next to Calypso. So
Okay.
sometime during this, it'll be like, try to like turn to like whisper her. Because if anyone's going to have a plan to get us out, it has to be our fearless leader.
dinner. Like,
Yeah, like like at the moment, Calypso is just kind of like watching the interaction with Danny and Dagon, like picking up anything interesting information that might slip out, but also just this is very funny. Like
he's probably sweating at this point too. He's just like so uncomfortable.
We haven't ordered spicy wings yet.
Yeah, I flagged down one of the staff, and I am already trying to order as many wings as I possibly can.
oh, that's so. They might be just a tiny bit thrown, just by because, like, of course, the first thing is like, okay, just tell me what you want, and it's like you have no mouth, and that's kind of off-putting, right? It's like you haven't blinked in the 3 minutes I've been speaking to you, so like it's kind of like you're writing stuff down, and it's like, all right, we know your handwriting's a little bit sloppy, but like wings, it's easy, like we'll get there.
He
right?
just has to go like this.
Yeah, there you go.
Great for an audio podcast.
She's Valerie's doing the baguk wings, the little chicken dance.
chicken dance. Yeah, wait.
There you go.
Okay.
Tell me that didn't translate to audio. I dare you guys, everybody out there.
The
tell
chicken
me.
dance.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so the next question, because drinks are being ordered for the table, don't got to worry about that, and now wings are going to be ordered for the table. So the waitress is going to kind of, it's like, okay, spiciness, and it's like we go 1 to 5 here, so just tell me when to stop. And like she's going to gradually like raise her hand if you don't stop her right away. 5, got it. Okay, so strong drinks.
I'm curious, do like they didn't like they like spice and stuff, but
they have no
like
taste buds.
I don't think that they care.
Yeah, okay.
So
Just wondering if that might have an interaction with the whole stomach mouth thing.
What's crazy, so they don't taste their food. It's just energy. It's just sustenance.
Aww.
So it's going to be really awkward when he starts to eat, but we'll get to that because that's a whole nother can of worms.
Yeah.
He's gonna have some spicy poops though.
Oh yeah.
Yes. No. Of course he has intestines. But like it's more. So we'll be checking on that. So here's what I want to do for the drinks. I want someone to roll 2 D100s. Please. I think, you know what? I think it's James.
I don't. Okay, I will, but like the thing is, I don't know if he would drink because
You don't have to.
okay,
I'm just telling you
the
what's
drinks are
being
being
served.
placed in front of you. You don't have to drink it.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't want to peer pressure you, dude. Like, so we use something called the Laverne scale in Theria, and sort of operates like proof, but we're always finding the new ceiling based on a war between orcs and dwarves mostly. James just rolled 108. 108 is quite a lot for anybody who isn't an orc and or dwarf. So to put it like, okay,
That's a lot, and the scale goes up to 200.
it's like, okay, if you're not used to drinking and I hand you a double shot of tequila or something,
Yeah, okay.
you're gonna, like,
Got it.
Bree's a famous, like, easy drunk. Like, a shot of vodka and she's sitting on the floor in a busy hotel. Like,
And
it's like,
we all know Maddie.
yeah,
Mandy. I just
Mandy, yes.
forgot the N. That's just...
Mandy will just start dancing. Like, it's, so,
Mandy gets like half a shot.
yeah, Mandy cannot handle booze. So, okay. So let's say you're given something called Cave In. So,
That's ominous.
in the book, The Adventurer's Guide to Theria, Volume 1, there's a lovely little tasting guide for what all of these beverages taste like. The tasting notes are: rapidly becoming unconscious as your own poor decisions bury you alive. A mouthful of dirty blood that reminds you that you will, in fact, die someday. Subtle cherry finish.
So, and Tanny ordered these? She's got some streets in
Tanny.
her. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tanny, come through. Come through, girl. Shit.
She's like,
I like to think.
celebrate. You celebrate.
I like to think she has a friend that works there, and she's like, "We got this new drink in. You've got to try it."
Yeah. It's
It tastes like blood
so
and
that's
your
special.
death.
It's got cherry, so it's so nice at the end.
Yeah, it's the cherry's like boop. Like that's just the end.
For
So
reference,
this tastes like.
what page is that? Just for reference, for those of us listening.
Oh, absolutely. That would be page 194. Ooh, that's a gorgeous book, Michael.
You too could be an owner of the Theria Adventure Guide.
Oh man. So, a round of this is going to be sat in front of everyone here, without missing a beat. Tanny is going to grab this and just bang it back. That's it. And she will make a face like that did taste like dirt and blood, but just like a like her taste buds are fist fighting it like Goku. Like she's like
Part of the
And then just, like,
experience.
yes, and then just turn the little glass upside down and bump it on the table. And she is looking kind of expectantly at Dagon. And not like she knows, she almost grabs his arm and then she's like, oh, sorry. But she's gonna kind of like nudge her shoulder against him, kind of like, it's like, come on.
Not gonna. He doesn't want to drink, but
You don't have to drink.
no, but he's got to. He
We all went to Dare.
He doesn't wanna-
I'm not trying to.
Don't give in to peer pressure.
if he was using his powers, would he? And I want him to pick up the glass and break it. If he was using his powers, could he do it in a way that the glass won't cut him?
I think it would be I think you'd want to be careful because you could turn that into a fucking grenade and just
Yeah, you know what?
final destination, a whole section of the bar. Like,
he doesn't have enough experience with it yet. Okay.
He could fake a whoopsie
He's gonna go-
if he's just
he's
trying
just
to get rid of it.
He's going to go
Just
to
like,
grab it. And he's just going to knock it over as he goes to grab it.
Like on purpose, or
Yes.
Oh,
can
Doesn't look like
I
an accident.
get?
is he
By
trying to like?
accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I need a check,
roll,
sir.
roll.
Okay.
How good a liar is Dagon?
Oh, is that a performance though?
Persuasion?
Deception.
Deception?
It's deception.
Oh,
You could
yeah.
make a case for deception or performance, maybe.
You know what? I'll take either. Like if it's like a ooh, whoopsie, that type of thing. Like
I got the same for both of them.
okay, then it does not matter.
Okay.
For roleplay purposes, tell me what it looks like more. Is it just an outright like, oops, like you're lying, or
It's like a hi, and then reaches for it and knocks it over, and like oh, terribly sorry. These hands, you know.
well, give me that check. Give me performance then. I want to know.
Okay. Just double click on performance.
Yeah, that's it. And it'll ask you if it's with advantage or not. Ooh.
Oh no!
That's a critical fail.
Yeah, that's a 1, everybody out there. So that's a 4. So
I don't like how these dice tease. That was going to be like a night. What was it? 19?
Were they just like
it was. Yeah. So, okay. We've already proved that she's a bit perceptive. And she's going to watch this and she's going to kind of get close to Dagon so that like she's not elevating her voice so loud, like, cause it's kind of a party atmosphere. So it's kind of loud. He's like, hey, you don't have to drink anything if you don't want to. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. I just wanted you to relax and enjoy the city. But like, it's very comforting. It's very like, it's like, hey, I'm real sorry. Like, like being genuine about it.
Oh man. I gotta roll my own dice here.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
Fenris actually like leans over to Calypso and goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's a shame. I was kind of hoping he'd drink it. Then it might fix some issues." And then I go back to watching.
Well, we're already babysitting. I don't want to add anything more onto that.
But him unconscious for a few days would actually not be bad.
I like that you jumped to days.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
not
thinking
good.
about his constitution from that fight.
While this is happening, you guys know on a hot summer day, there's like a long stretch of road and you can kind of see heat radiating off of the road. Well, you're going to be given a big platter of wings, and that same effect is going to be coming off of these like dark red marinated wings. Like these things are hot. Like you could feel it in your taste buds when they sat it down. It's like,
I didn't realize that the Thaden was setting the spice level for the whole table.
I didn't either. But here we are.
No, it's great. It's great. I love it. It's cute.
Tanny's gonna grab one, by the way, but like still kind of like not conspiratorially, but like hunkered up next to Dagon and like grabbing a wing and putting it in her mouth. It's like, I'm uncomfortable. Like just like that.
He's going to look at her and say, yes, this is a new city, a new culture, and I'm finding I just really don't know how to act here. Things haven't been working out, and I feel I've been making some missteps, and you're right. I don't want to drink. Spilling it was very childish, and I'd be happy to buy another one for you.
Again, without missing a beat, it's like, look, that's not going to be the only spilled drink in here tonight. I'm sure the staff's used to it. Hell, I spill my own share half the time. Look, in Brightport, you got to kind of take what you want. If you're waiting for people to give it to you, it's never going to happen, hon. So you relax, tell me all about yourself, and if there's anything I could do to help, I'd be more than happy to.
So she can't stay in the party. She seems to be awesome. Probably the one good person out of all.
She gets sick of us pretty quick, right?
Is the Thaden?
The Thaden has, after Tanya's gotten her wing, and he's looking at her, and he takes the plate of wings and moves it in front of himself, out of reach of everyone else. And then he's like gesturing for like a doggy bag or something.
Oh, he's not going to eat in front of us?
No. After like she gets a good bite of this, by the way, and like she's talking like it's that, like it's bounced around her mouth for a second. It's like, ooh, like she knows you ordered it too, so she's gonna look right over at the Thaden. It's like, you're spooky and spicy. Like she's like real, like she is digging you. Like it's like, you know what? I like them quiet, and I like people who know what they like. And she's like she's probably getting a tiny bit tipsy too. I got to roll for that in a bit, but like definitely, like she's having fun.
So you said you were from Whitehedge. What brought you down to the city?
Honestly, I just got bored. It's a small town, and most of the time people are just traveling through. There's just not a whole bunch to look at or see, and I figured, big city life can't be boring, at least. It's not easy. I've kind of been living in this rat-infested shack now for going on 3 months. It's honestly the only place I've ever lived in that leaks when it's not raining.
Fenris will lift up his shot and be like, here to rainy shacks.
Hers is empty, but she'll cling it. Like it's you gotta, What's Matilda doing?
Yeah, I was going to say, we haven't heard from Matilda.
Matilda's being quiet.
Yes. So I think Matilda's been taking everyone in, taking this restaurant in, because she probably doesn't really come to this side of town too often.
This doesn't seem like your place.
No,
Like it's-
no. And I think I kind of picture her sitting next to the Thaden, honestly. And the two of them just like having some nice quiet time. There's nothing going on, and they're just sitting there. Maybe we can play tic-tac-toe on his board.
Oh, there you go.
I feel like that would be pretty fun.
I like it. Yeah, we've got it out. We're having a little game.
I sometimes, when you're in an environment like that, you kind of feel like you're cocooned because everyone's so busy having a good time. You can just kind of like withdraw. Like I've done that before where it's like, I'm feeling off. Like just don't, you just kind of, and it's almost cozy. Like, I feel like you did it until we was like, what's Matilda doing? And then we just like called on you.
Maybe a little bit.
No. That's why it's my job to call on you. After a bit, I don't know if anybody else got any wings. I feel bad now. If not, more wings will come.
Yeah, I also would have ordered some, maybe more like level of like a 2 or 3 for the table. That's
like a honey barbecue, something like that. Something reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah. Not like Death Scorpion or whatever the fuck. Like, Tanny's going to speak up eventually. So, did that guy say you all had trouble? You got robbed?
We had an encounter.
some of us had an encounter.
I'll look at Calypso. Right, some of us. And I'm going to smirk.
It's been a rough day for poor Dagon here. But
That's
we
a
got
shame.
his things back, so, you know.
That's weird. They usually don't bother people who travel in groups this big. That's really strange. There's 5 of you.
I hard stare at Calypso.
Oh, this is before we were a group, really. Matilda and I just happened to be in a nearby library and witness to the whole thing, which is why we were going back to the guard station.
Oh, so y'all just met?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, okay, hold on. And she's going to signal for one more round. It's like, so this is all on me. I'm doing something stupid and reckless and quit my job anyway, so it's fine. I don't
Wait,
know.
Is there still like all of the drinks at the table though? She's like ordering another.
Yes,
Calypso has been like sipping theirs because they don't want to get like drunk. So this is like.
This is like forced hospitality. It's like gunpoint hospitality. Like
No,
it's just.
This is I just quit my job energy. That's what this is.
Yes.
I think we've all been there at least once in our lives.
Yeah.
Oh man! If anybody out there just quit their job, say so in the comments. Tell me what the situation was. I'll buy you a drink. But don't quit your job to just get a free drink. Don't do that. Like
it's not worth it. Not in this economy.
That's not the point of this. It was just
maybe don't buy rounds for the table if you've quit your job too.
That's true. That's true.
She's 16. I don't think she's thinking fiscally responsibly. If, by the way, if you're young enough to be able to just quit a job like that, like,
good for you.
There's. One more round of drinks is going to come. She's probably going to stop at 2 because, probably have a pitcher of water there. Just you gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, I mean, blood.
Oh, good. Right? Matilda will take the water.
The whole pitcher.
This is mine now.
She will say something that basically levels out to, hey, whatever y'all don't drink, I'm just gonna hoover it up tonight because I'm trying to get tanked, honestly. So whatever y'all don't drink, I'll drink.
Are you?
The problem with that is she's thinking like 1 or 2 shots, not 6 or 7.
I don't know if Dagon would care. Like I rolled the dice to see
her.
I rolled the dice to see if he would respond nicely or like a prick, and so I don't think he cares, honestly.
If it helps, I don't think he came off like a prick at all.
Well, that's because I rolled a certain way.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like, you've been way more of a prick before. Like, this is great. Like, this is very nice.
But she is being nice. But he'd probably just say something like, I don't know. Seems a little reckless, don't you think?
Give me a persuasion check.
Hey.
14. Okay. So I needed to know if this came off more like youth pastor or general concern. Like you're just, you know what I mean? It's like, hey kids, let's rap. Or like, you know what I mean? Like it's...
I think it's the best way he could show concern.
Right.
Without showing that.
Aw, he's trying.
Yeah.
That's nice. So she'll kind of think it over. Yeah, okay. I probably got to look for a new job tomorrow anyway. So I'll tell you what, I'll stop at 3, but I will have wings.
Do we have any intent of continuing with her as a group?
It's never been talked about. Hell, next steps haven't even been talked
do we
about.
have any intent to stay with each other?
Yeah.
What I was going to do is I was going to ask just in a couple seconds. It's like, hey, let's, what do people drink throughout the evening? And then finally it's like, hey, what's the plan for tomorrow?
So I figured we were going to have a talk about that, but then we kind of got sidetracked with Danny.
Yeah.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
I have a problem with like thinking way ahead, so I'll bring it back to the present.
That's not that far ahead.
No,
Someone call it logical next step.
It would be funny if Dagon just said that, just assuming that we're all a group now.
Well, where are we all going? Like,
no, that doesn't make sense.
I write thank you for book on the slate and hold up the rap book, and I stand up with my bag of wings as if I'm about to leave.
I remember I said that you could come back to my place and take a shower if you wanted, at least. Or somewhere else if you prefer. You don't need to leave right away if you don't want to.
Where's place?
Place is that.
And he points to you.
So, okay, give me what area of the city? Just general area.
Probably in one of the nicer areas because it would be closer to where they do like shows and performances and stuff. So,
So you have like 1.04 acres of land. Like you're doing okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like
1.4, not 1.04. Karen, in your face.
It's like a pretty nice apartment. Is what I think I've described it as. Like they're.
Everyone, please listen to the behind the scenes on our Patreon at patreon.com/DANDR to get any of the jokes in this episode.
I didn't know there was going to be no context for that.
I think it's funnier without context. So it's on the table now that, obviously Tanny's not, it's like, okay, where are we going? But like, for you guys, like, especially Fenris knows, like, Fenris was probably given cash to like perform a duty, or like was going to be given cash.
Yeah. And I'll be like, what's your rush? It's kind of nice to not be looking behind my back every moment. I think everyone else can agree. We kind of just had a good highlight. Let's, before we scatter and go back to our, and I'm going to look at Tanny, rainy shacks, how about we talk about opportunities? Next, we seem to be pretty good together. I mean, I seem to be doing well with you guys, and I'd love to see what else we could do. And I still owe, and I like have my arm out to like dig on. I still haven't finished with the reason Dagan and I have even together in the first place.
Calypso raises an eyebrow.
Hard stare again at Calypso. And then...
they're not saying anything. They're just like...
And, you know, there might be other reasons we want to stay together or leave Brightport for maybe other ideas of more interesting things.
What other reasons?
Well,
I'm guessing you wrote that down.
Let's just assume he's
I'm assuming. Yeah.
He just starts talking. Deep voice.
Huh?
Takes his face off. Surprise!
I have actually been looking for some people to help me out with something. Tanny, what would you say your skill set is? Sorry, I don't mean that to sound like a job interview.
Well, if y'all are hiring, I'm not really sure what your group's up to, but I'm real good at remembering stuff. I took long orders over at the House of Waffles, and I never screwed anybody's order up. I'm a pretty good mixologist. I even got my herbalism kit, and I've been working on like potion brewing, stuff like that. I once put a man to sleep by jumping on his back, cutting off the air to his windpipe in under 20 seconds. He's a biggin. And I can lockpick. I've been locked out of my shack several times, and I always get back in.
Fenris nods appreciatively. In fact, he takes out those vials that he took from the church.
I love that you stole from a fucking church. I love that. Like,
Yeah. It's great.
In my character.
I know. I know.
Such an asshole. I love him. Yeah, Calypso is smiling at that. That's very good to hear. And how are all of you with potential hauntings or other unknown supernatural elements?
What?
Fenris freezes, not expecting that turn.
Yeah, what exactly are we talking about here?
I would give you more details on that if I had them. Matilda, you said that you seemed interested in the blueprints of the place that I was looking at the library, yes?
Oh, absolutely. I'll be honest, I've kind of just been hoping that we would get back to this, so I'm excited where this is going. And, Spooky Boy, you can scare all the haunties away.
Am not spooky.
Also, just to kind of close the loop on the vials, just for record, I put the shots that we got, and I put them in my vials.
Ah, good. Don't want to waste liquor. Also,
Utility.
There might be a hard night out on the road. Like, you might want to just bang one back.
Or
So
opportunity
Tanny's-
with others.
Tanny, by the way, is over the moon. That it sounds like the more you guys are talking, like there's that. So she doesn't want to interrupt, but there's that, like, it's like, wait, what? Really? And like she kind of like she keeps hunkering down a little bit more. Like it's like, are you guys going ghost hunting?
Well, we don't know if it's a ghost or something else. That maybe have any of you ever heard of Heartstone Manor?
Ooh, have any of us heard of Heartstone Manor?
I think a history check.
I'm gonna say no for Dagon.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Honestly, for the Thaden, it's a stretch.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's
might
not a
be.
little bit.
I've got a -1, but I want to roll anyway because I want to roll.
Can Tanny roll?
That.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Now,
There we go.
Oh shit. Well, she has a 0 for history, but that's an 18. Oh, did she roll the highest? Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, Fenris got an 11.
Yeah,
it's not
Fenris 16. Okay. No. 11.
No, I
Sorry.
did. It was for whatever reason did insight, and I clicked on history, so I did it again, and I got 11 for history.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is it the same modifier? Because we'll take it. Oh, it isn't. Oh, whatever. Yeah, she's heard of it. Like, it's very, like, okay. You know when people listen to a lot of, like, true crime podcasts?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
So, like, it's like, oh, have you ever heard of the ice cream cone killer? And it's like, have I? Like, it's, so it's very, like, she starts gushing, like, just different, like, half of it's facts and figures, half of it's hearsay and rumors and ghost story type stuff. And I would say she doesn't shut up for a good 3 minutes. Like, she probably is, like, just almost hyperventilating, talking about it's like, oh my, are we going there? Are we going there?
Does Fenris at least know that it's outside of the city?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd know, like, it's like a tourist attraction type of thing, but one no one goes to because it's like, spooky.
There's like here's like spooky like postcards and stuff of it, but it's not a place that has torso.
Right. It's like if you're in Louisiana and you hear about swamp witches and stuff like that, it's like, that's neat. I'm never going anywhere near there. You know what I mean? You just
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. Well, to cut to the chase, I recently apparently inherited it unexpectedly, but I've been looking into it for the past few months and it all checks out. And, well, given the nature of the rumors surrounding it, I felt it was best to not investigate it on my own, at least not at first. And, well, it seems I managed to get lucky today.
What do you need?
So how... Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to...
It's a good question, honestly.
Is Tanny like...
Oh, so, okay. I didn't want to interrupt again, but she's losing her shit. Halfway through the word inherited, she's signaling for a check. Like, she's trying to, it's like, no. Like, let's go. We're sitting here when we could be going there. So, yeah. She's over the moon, like, completely into it. Like,
generally just people with me that are, I mean, worst comes to worst, capable of fending off whatever might be there, or... But, I mean...
What do you think is there?
That's the fun part, is I honestly have no idea. I mean, you know how magic can be. It's all... I mean, it could be some sort of curse or some sort of actual ghost, or... I mean, really, there's not much to go on other than the general history of who's owned the place and what it was used for. But, I mean, other than that, I haven't been able to find anything concrete. I mean, for all I know, it's just a normal place that happens to be spooky, but I've learned it's better to be more prepared than not in my experience.
Normal mansion? He underlines mansion.
And he's like pointing at Calypso to, just like Calypso said, worst case scenario, it's just a big dumb old house. Best case scenario, we got ghosty goos and we can go see him right now.
Maybe not right now, it's a little bit late. Like,
what's the pay?
And Fenris looks at spiky guy, because I don't think we have a name for you yet. So as he calls me spiky guy. Agreed. What?
I don't feel like I know enough to give an actual figure, but
you get fun and adventure and some
there will be valuables in there that I'm absolutely have no use for. Yeah, that's.
You should lead with that next time.
But also fun and adventure, which is priceless.
He nods his head and writes, "Housing."
Yes, I mean, if nothing is extremely cursed, and we end up.
Not extremely. What's the limits?
Just slightly cursed. Just slightly cursed.
Yes. Through things, some ways I'd be happy, and certainly temporarily, I don't think I can house all of you in my apartment, but at least a couple of you for the moment, if you don't mind.
No, he circles
on the floor.
He circles mansion.
Well, yes, we'll get to the mansion, but I mean for like the night at least, or not.
We've
had a long day.
Right. He writes payment, housing, me and 4 others.
By others, he means the group.
He shakes his head. No. And he writes alleyway.
The rats!
He nods, he points to Matilda yes, and also.
Oh, certainly. That you're. How is Dumpy? By the way, is Dumpy enjoying wings?
I was going to ask for a dump date. Can we get
dump date?
Because I'll have you know, I made a graphic for it. Every time we cut to it, there's a news graphic that it's a weekend dump date.
Okay, let's cut to the dump date.
We have gone for so long without a dump date.
Okay, we're cutting to the dump date. So they've got to have some complimentary breadsticks or something, right? I can't imagine
it's another restaurant, but they have something. Yeah,
something maybe it's cornbread. Yeah. I don't know.
Fries.
Yeah. But I think Dumpy is discreetly nibbling on something like that, and also some of the alcohol that has spilled from Dagon. He is also sniffling around that and getting his little snoot in some of that goofy juice.
That rat's so smashed.
And now he's just lazily sort of hanging on the table. And that's your dump date.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Very much.
But he tries to clarify no, people in alley, me and 4 others.
Oh, yes. I certainly, again, we might need to make some changes to the place. I really don't have any idea what to expect when we get there, but I would be happy to use it for something. I don't know what to do with anything like that. So
would the promise of a mansion be enough for Dagon?
I was going to have Fenris he's thinking about G.
Calypso doesn't know what to do with Dagon. I don't think they know. He's just sort of there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Dagon's here for a different reason, and I think he would probably pull Fenris aside and be this talk of this haunted mansion. Well, it does seem exciting, and there's probably some historic value there as well that I could take back to Odyssia. I am paying you to take me to House Dragonkeep, and there's also a matter of the book you mentioned that is not in my bag, that contains sensitive information. I need that back.
So Fenris is going to be when I asked you what was most important, book was not one of them. Had I known book was important, I would have grabbed that.
Book wasn't important to you at the time, but it is very important to me.
But I did let G know that it was important, and he had those guys go after it. It could very well become recovered. I'm thinking, and just hear me out, and we can even waive the pay, especially if this mention thing works out and there's something there. Imagine having another piece of the proper Eladrin owning a piece on this in this side that stakes a place where they can represent and shows more of their power, because and I have no idea what your business is with House Dragon's Keep, but I'm trying to think about anytime you go into a discussion, it is a battle of sorts. And as we saw this morning, we don't always win our battles unless we have the proper equipment. And so maybe this is a way to just elevate the game and the battle that you need to have there to win the next one, instead of rushing in and maybe not getting the outcome you desire.
What are we talking about here? I just want to go talk to them.
It's layered in like 19, like
right? This is how he talks. What are
dude, I
you
asked
getting?
you what the weather was. Jesus, like just
Yeah. What are you going to Dragon's Keep for? If I'm even allowed to know that info.
I suppose I can trust you.
Notes that down.
yeah.
Let's just say I have family that has passed through there, and I just need to know about them.
Is this family, this about that other you were talking about before?
Well, I guess it's obvious now. Yes, my other self may have passed through there, and look, I'm trying to find out who he was and what type of person he was. And I feel I can get some answers there. And honestly, that's more urgent to me than going to a haunted mansion.
Well, let me throw this at you. Earlier, you claimed this other you, his path, his journey was yours. Because you're the same person. Supposedly. But what if you didn't know and you had your own journey and your own path and your own possibility? And maybe it would be greater than this other Dagon, and knowing this path will only limit you in what you think is possible.
I feel like you need to roll persuasion on him or something.
Sure. It's too bad it's not deception, because this is literally... All right. Please. Oh.
Well,
Holy
well, shit, I'm in.
That's a crit.
That is a crit.
I'm in, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. That's it. So let me understand this. You're saying that I should forge my own path independent of my other self, even though I know he's done something greater than what anyone could have done.
Has done yet.
yet. Very well. I will come to this mansion. But when we're done, you're taking me to House Dragon Keep.
Absolutely. That deal is absolutely honored.
And my book.
I smirk.
I have to get my book. In the morning, we'll go check for the book.
Well, it sounds like there wasn't a lot of room in that place. I can check in with G tonight and see if anything was recovered and meet you all in the morning.
Are you talking back to the group again?
Yeah.
Also, Jason, I had a question. I did sneakily roll perception while you guys were talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw. Yeah,
I would imagine
that was also a crit.
I would imagine that Dagon taking Fenris aside would just be like turning around.
Yes.
And then expecting you,
Really
expecting you not to eavesdrop.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yes.
I know that in Firebrand had some, like, there was a little bit of, like, communication with House Dragon's Keep, but...
Yeah.
Like,
one of you kind of ran off.
I don't remember. I don't think Calypso was part of that, but...
Like, I would say a quarter of that you might have heard secondhand or something like
cool.
that, because that was more of a Rob thing. Rob just went off. So, like, it was, I need to do a thing real quick.
That's 2 D20s.
Jesus. Okay. So I had to have... Yeah, I had to have Tanny roll Constitution.
Oh, no.
So 3 things are going to happen. One, when you turn away from her, she's going to visibly pout, but that, like, deflating, just kind of like she's got her hand kind of propping her up with her arm on the table. And then eventually, after like 5 minutes of you guys whispering, it's like, what you guys whispering about? It's kind of like loud and slurred, kind of. And then eventually she is just going to like doze off next, like using Dagon as like a pillow.
Jason, why are you impersonating me at Jamie's wedding? That's so rude. I thought we would never bring that up.
Does she look like she's like okay, or should I like be casting a healing spell?
No, like she's just drunk. Like,
She's fine. She'll throw up in the morning.
That was
She's driving to the airport. It'll be fine.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It's like, do we need to like
fine.
get a doctor? Okay.
1 drink probably should have been good. 2 is probably too much. Again, she's a halfling. But like, just like she rolled that. Jesus, that was a 4 in total. So yeah, just not handling. So she is pretty damn like out of it, like gone. Like she's just kind of like the kind of out of it where it's like the party may keep going, but not for her. Like she is done. That is it.
Should we go quit on her behalf?
I think not showing up is a pretty good
message received.
It's a not Waffle House. It's like,
2 weeks notice is not necessary. Yeah.
2 things. It's like, wait, she didn't show up? How old is she? 16? Well, she's dead or gone. Like that's it. Like that is it. You just scratch your name off of the shift list and move forward.
So if everyone's in agreement, then were we gonna reconvene tomorrow, or?
I was thinking, because we still have those blueprints. If we all wanted to meet up at the library, see if we could. I could do some digging around early in the morning, see if I could find anything else that would help us. But we can, study those blueprints and come up with a plan if that works for everyone.
Do you live at the library?
No. But the library is my life.
Fenris
Is it?
Will it be okay for you to be away from it for however many days we end up spending out of the city?
Yes, I mean, other people work there, theoretically. So it should be okay.
Is it safe tonight?
The library usually closes at night, yes.
Is it safe to stay in at night?
Oh. Well.
And I'm going to
This is
point
taking
at
a longer time to answer than I thought it would.
I'm going to point at Tanny, passed out.
Um,
Just
I
the
could-
tiniest bit of drool.
There's enough room in my apartment for you and her. We definitely shouldn't leave her alone. I don't think.
I like that idea.
Is she up for walking? Or do we need a...
Not with a 4, I'm
Yeah.
afraid.
I
A
guess
6? Maybe.
I
But,
gather up the drunks. I gather up Dumpy, and I gather up Tanny, and
Yeah, do you
Pick 'em
have a
up.
straight score above an 8? Because that's my dump stat. It's like... I know she's
halfling.
small, but...
She's a halfling, yeah.
yeah, she's a halfling. It's fine.
Someone tell her not to go into the woods with strangers.
And Fenris Dagon, will you be fine for the night?
Suppose that is the question. Guess we could rent a place for the night. I don't recommend my place.
Well, where is the nearest, safest lodgings?
The library.
No, there's definitely a place down the street you can,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like you can definitely rent a room if that's what you want. I
Might not be up to Dagon standards, but
I
it's...
think
that's
he
fine.
Definitely will not
He's definitely
be,
not sleeping
but,
on the
you know.
floor. So, yeah.
Okay. I think
think-
Fenris is going to stay the whole night. Like he's going to go over to G's, see what's up there, see if any info came back, then come back and make sure Dagon's still there when he comes back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Dagon and Fenris can go to the hotel.
Guys, I think that's a good time for us to stop for the evening. I am absolutely loving this group. Thank you, guys. We just needed to sit down.
We actually... I don't know where Tanny came from, but I love her.
Yeah, that was out of left
She
field.
came from around the corner, yeah.
Yeah.
She gets where she came from.
So
She
there
has
are
a useful
aspects
skill
of
set.
her.
Love her.
She does. There are aspects of her that are really based on L, to be honest.
Aw.
Like quite a lot. Not the accent, but like
This is great. We need somebody who can make potions.
Yes.
I didn't say what kind of potions. Yes.
Well, yeah, we'll take whatever we can get.
Oh God, guys, fucking for real, really good episode. I can't wait.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I loved it. Love Tanny.
Oh, also, Ian, next time, I'm making a note of it, but just Clips is going to want to talk to the Thaden while they're alone.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
How many bros do you have? Like, where are they? Like, what do we do with that?
We got to find a way to approach getting his name.
Yeah.
I don't know what to ask though.
It's getting to the point where, like, if it goes on for another day or two, everyone's going to be so embarrassed that they never ask.
Yep,
you.
they never.
Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Be like, and this guy.
I'm just going to stick with
we
Spiky
got
guy until I'm corrected.
Spooky Boy from Valerie, Spiky guy
Spooky
from
Boy.
Michael. Yeah.
Stinky guy from Dagon.
Yeah, stinky guy.
I'm so glad we got to have that
Useful guy from Calypso.
Which bit?
The path. I actually wrote something around that whole point about as soon as we had that conversation the other time, and it was like, he's me. When you made that statement the other time.